Good morning, Azeroth. Good morning, Azeroth. It is Neall, your friendly warrior tank from Medivh. I help people earn achievements. And welcome to Good Morning, Azeroth, episode 16 for July 4th, 2016. Today, we're going to take a look around the what's going on in the world of Warcraft. And first, I wanted to talk a little bit about podcasts and the best kind of podcasts that I think are around, the ones that I listen to at least, and how to find them. First up, I generally watch The Instance. The Instance is up to 452 episodes. It's been going on for quite a while, like 10 years. The Instance can be found at the Frog Pants YouTube page. So if you search YouTube for either The Instance or Frog Pants, you will find the episodes of The Instance. You can look on their playlist, and they have a playlist for The Instance. And you can watch all of The Instance. Scott Johnson, Willie Dill, some other folks over there at The Instance. Great podcast. They have transitioned to talking about all things Blizzard and not just World of Warcraft, so you do get some Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, the Hearthstone, etc. With The Instance. Also, Convert to Raid. This is the first podcast that I started listening to. Convert to Raid is found at converttoraid.com. They also have switched to a show that speaks to not just World of Warcraft, but all things Blizzard. Again, converttoraid.com. The Instance usually records on Fridays, I think. Convert to Raid usually records on Tuesdays, I think. So if you're looking for new episodes, that's when they are generally posted. And the last place that I currently watch a podcast from is the PoemCast podcast. They record on Monday night, so they should have a new episode going up tonight. You can find their back log of episodes at their YouTube channel. If you search YouTube for PoemCast, PWNCAST, PoemCast, and you'll see a list of their podcast episodes. Bell and all the folks talking about, they generally stick to World of Warcraft, although recently they did step into Overwatch for a little bit, but mostly PoemCast is about about World of Warcraft. So those are three podcasts that I listen to. Some of these other sites that we'll look at today do have podcasts as well. I have not watched those, but you might find those interesting as well. So those are three podcasts that Neall likes to listen to every week to keep him up to date on World of Warcraft. This program, like all of Neall's programs, are brought to you by Patreon.com, the Neall's Patreon.com. The Neall's, that's where people are coming together to help Neall help other people earn more achievements around the world of Warcraft. We are up to 10 patrons. We are pushing to 20. On the drive to 20 patrons, we've got 10. Join the group, won't you? The group includes Regnava, Neall, Zuki, Adafluzi, Tendermulva, Sheegan, Carl, Fantheria, Equin, Saucha, Morasha, and Mystical. Join the group. Be thanked every time Neall does a program. You can do that by joining the group over at patreon.com. Cool rewards for all levels of contributions made to the news. We appreciate you. Checking out the news around the world of Warcraft. We'll start with Wowhead. Their top story, Hunter Tier 19 armor sets and artifact appearances preview. So they're previewing the Hunter and what they'll look like in Legion. Wowhead Weekly is a podcast that Wowhead does. Perculia and Panzer do a weekly podcast. This is episode number 85. They've got some information about July Gear Shop Code, the PvP Q&A follow-up, Lady Taria's Dagger replica. They've got another beta key giveaway. Keep up with them. Get a beta key giveaway, and then some stuff we saw from last week. That's wowhead.com. Blizzard Watch. They've got some stuff about the queue. Again, the daily question and answer feature for all of Blizzard games. If you've got questions, submit them to the queue. They will answer them. Blizz Caps, they've got a picture and thoughts about protecting your neck, wearing your gear, and how gear is different for different players, different sexes. How to beat stat inflation, thought-provoking question there about stat inflation. That's Blizzard Watch PoemCast Daily Quest. They've still got their preview for Legion Zones. So there's I skipped down some. The free online comic, Magni Fault Lines, friend or foe, Garrosh Hellstream. I think we've determined he's a foe. Legion Artifact, Weapon, Trait, and Relic Guide. They're previewing their zones in Legion. They're previewing dungeons in Legion. They're reviewing the Blood Elf Starter Zone and stuff we saw from last week. That's the PoemCast and Daily Quest site. Warcraft Pet Battles. Come on, Jimma, give us a new video. He's showing us how to beat these pets in Legion Beta. These were all posted last week. I'm still looking for how to beat things that you currently use the Howl Bomb strategy for. Come on, Jimma. Tell me what I should do. MMO Champion has pre-expansion quests. Blue post tweets Paladin preview. So they're looking over, previewing some things, talking about Legion over at MMO Champion. They've got a lot of these blue posts. They've got Final Boss previewing Protection Paladin spec, the PvP Q&A. All good stuff over at MMO Champion. Icy Veins, top of their list, talks about the reset timer changes in Legion. Again, once pre-patch hits, everything's going to be reset daily, weekly at 8 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock Central time here for Neall. So that's all around the world. Everything's going to be based on that time for your resets. They've got some new forum ranks implemented with prizings. They've got some tips on gold making. They've got their stream schedule and the main changes coming in the pre-patch. Things that you should check out that you know are going to change. And if we go back to Wowhead, we can check out what's going on in Draenor today. Assault on Magnarok, Assault on the Heart of Shatrath are your Apexis dailies. Death to Amathon is your bounty. Your critters are Moon, the aquatic, Mouthy, the aquatic, Carl, the beast. That's your traveling pet trainer. Your dungeon daily, Skyreach. Your Inn Tavern quests are in the Shadow Moon Burial Grounds. Find the Void Gate Key and get the Soul Sever Blade from Auchindoun. Your menagerie has Jahan, Sam, and Archimedes, the 3 flying pets. Your Raw Beast Hides is what your profession trader's looking for. The relic is Gutrix Cleaver. Got your oil dailies, your rep dailies, your traders. They're looking for Saberfish in the trading post today. I never liked Saberfish Day. World events, don't forget Fireworks Spectacular tonight. Midsummer Fire Festival is ongoing until tomorrow, and the Dark Moon Fair is in town this week. Dark Moon Fair is in town. If we go back into the game, we can see what our WoW token is going for. Check the shop for current prices. $40,936 is what a WoW token is going today. That's a pretty low gold value, so if you're looking to buy a token for game time, now might be a good time to do it. That's about the lowest I've seen it in a week. Something you might want to look into if you buy WoW tokens. So keep up with Neall, keep up with Neall, keep up with Neall in all of the ways. One of those ways, Twitch TV the Nealls, Twitch TV the Nealls. That we are streaming live at this moment, streaming this to the Twitch channel. You can find links to all the other places that you can keep up with me at the below the Twitch channel. Facebook, Twitter, OpenRaid, my guild, YouTube, and my Patreon are all linked below the channel. Facebook, I am Neall on Medivh. Neall on Medivh, I do friend back. On Twitter, I am at the Nealls. I do follow back. At OpenRaid, you can join the group, the Achieve More group, helping you to achieve more in the World of Warcraft. Today, we have 5-man dungeon achievements starting at 4:30 Central Time, and TOT, it's Heroic Week in TOT, starting at 8:30 Central. There's my YouTube channel. We are pushing to 80 subscribers. You can find all the Good Morning Azeroths there. That one-time series there. Funny things that at least things Neall thinks are funny around happen to him in game that he records. All the guides to the Hellfire Raider, the Draenor Hero, Orgrimmar Raider. I should be putting up Thundering Raider very shortly, and Pandaria Raider, full guide to that shortly as well. So keep up with me. Questions and answers? No questions today. If you've got a question for Neall, go ahead and submit one. Any way that you can keep up with Neall via Facebook, via Twitter, via Open Raid, via in-game mail, however you want to keep up with Neall. Via the chat, if you're in the chat room right now, you can submit a question. Keep up with us. Let us know what's going on. So that will end the Good Morning Azeroth for today. Those podcasts, again, the instance, Convert to Raid, and the PoemCast podcast. Good folks at all those places. Again, want to say a thank you, shout out to all of our patrons that make this show possible. Regnava, Neall, Zuki, Adafluzi, Tender, Mulva, Shigan, Carl, Fantheria, Equinsuucha, Morasha Mystical. That's a tough name to say. I'm terrible with names. But thanks to our patrons. We appreciate you. Keep up with us. Y'all have fun storming the castle. Happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day. We'll watch the fireworks spectacular tonight. They don't come around that often.